Hello, my name is Rubens Vaz, and today I'm gonna talk about sex and teens. Uh, as a Brazilian living here in the US, I think I can say something about talking about sex in Brazil and talking about sex in the US, and I can see a big difference. Many people has this stereotype that Brazil is a sexiest country because our carnival or our beautiful woman wearing tight bikinis at the beach. But actually, we are not. It's actually a taboo in Brazil. I do believe here in the US, uh, people are, more sexier than in Brazil. People over here, they face sex natural, but in Brazil, not. Even in other countries that I've been, in South America, they face sex different than in Brazil. Uh, I believe that because Brazil is a Catholic country, and the Catholicism tells that people, should get married and then have sex. You cannot, you know, have sex before. You just need to have sex for making babies and all that stuff. Not that all the Brazilians follow this, but unconscious, I think when they do it, sometimes they feel bad. They're not going to stop doing, but they unconsciously they think about. So sometimes I see when they are talking about sex, mainly teens, they are very afraid about the subject. They are very afraid about what people are going to think about, what their parents are going to think about. So that's the big difference that I see in Brazil and over here. Uh, I do believe that sex is just an act. Uh, I think sex are sex is like two people uh, exchange experience, exchange a moment together where both are seeking for sexual pleasure and satisfaction. That's it. If you are looking for something more than that, if you want something emotional, you're not having sex and you are not looking for sex, you are looking for love and you want to make love, which is totally different. So I think as a teen, when they are, you know, discovering the world, they are looking for sex, and I think they need to try, they need to experiment all the situations that they wanted, of course, using protection because they need to be aware about all the diseases that they can get. So for me, sex is not a taboo. Even being from Brazil, I do believe sex is something that you know the majority of the people are gonna experience one day. And if you are a teen, you have the opportunity to experiment and to learn about early. And when you feel ready to do it, you just have to do it. So I do believe here in the US they have more information than in Brazil. They have more. How can I say that? They have more contact with people who want to talk about sex openly. It's not talking about disease and all that stuff, but talking about the sex and how the sex can be important for their lives, and how you need to uh, understand what your partner wants and all that stuff. So I think here it's a country that you can talk, freely about the subject. Um, and a taboo that I believe, which is is still a taboo in Brazil, is virginity. Uh, I do believe many boys and girls when you know they are teens and they are up to lose their virginity, they are scared about because they have older brothers or older cousins or older friends, and these people make them feel scared and anxious about, and it's really a taboo. And when people say losing virginity, it's my personal opinion. I believe that only girls can lose their virginity, because I see losing a virginity is when the girl has her hyphen broken, and after that she's not a virgin anymore. And guys, it's impossible for me to losing a virginity. I mean, I think they can be more experienced with time. At the first time, you are not experienced. At the second time, either. But with the following years and as much as you practice, you're gonna be more experienced. So I think the meaning of virginity only applies for women. And as I said, I don't see sex as a taboo. I understand many people see very hard to talk about. I think because when I was a teen, my parents were very open-minded, and we actually spoke about many situations like sex, drugs, and all that stuff. So for me, I grew up, knowing about when the time had come, I would do it, and it will not be like a big issue. And I think nowadays people should do something like that more frequently, because it helps a lot their kids. So I think that's it. I think culture makes a big difference in how people understand and treat the subject of sex, mainly when you're talking about teens. Thank you.